So YM came in and swept those relative equal highs. And then ES took out the PM session from Friday, but there obviously is still SMT since YM actually took out the AM session high. So there was a pullback here, no SMT that I see yet, but Russell has been very strong. Um, it has already also took it out before YM did. Maybe there's something in, excuse me. No, yeah, no real SMT yet from Russell and YM. Um, yeah, and nothing really on ES or NASDAQ either, at least on the 15 minute. Maybe on the 1 minute there's something. Nope. Um, not really. So, no setup for me to, I mean, we are pulling back and we did sweep some liquidity here. NASDAQ didn't take out the high. So yeah, yeah, there is SMT here, so I would have had to be here right into the London to catch that. So maybe if we zoom out, maybe even higher. Okay, so we got the 4 hour candle down. Now we actually have a real market structure shift on ES. Um, Nothing confirmed yet on NASDAQ, but it's looking like a market structure shift here too. And we do have one on YM, though it is very pulley backy. So, are we going to short it? Is the question. Because we do have bearish S&T. We did have a reason, to possibly look for a short because of the little bit conflicting flow that was overall bullish, but had some hedging or something in there for a pullback. And it's just not, the lows are just not super clean as a SMT low, which may still happen later. So it would make sense to look for a short still. And then yesterday I didn't look at him on my live stream, whatever. But I forgot to look at the stock tickers, and then afterwards I did. And if you see here, the Dow never took out the news, the Trump news low, the election results, and YM did. So we got SMT there. But it just seems like now we've got relative equal lows here. Maybe maybe the Dow is gonna come and take this out. So so yeah, man. I would look for a short. Not necessarily come all the way. I mean, yeah, it could come all the way down. That's what I'm saying. But and if we look at SPY, now there's no real SMT with the Dow Jones, but the Qs there is. So yeah, here's the news. The election results low, and then we have this higher low. So there is from here, from here to here to here, it's SMT. But it just would make sense for the Dow Jones to take that out. But yeah, I mean that is the stock tickers. Um, so maybe we get Tuesday low of week or Wednesday low of week for CPI. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, possibly. Um, at the same time, I could also see that this is the bottom. So it's just tricky. Uh, as for these lows, YM didn't take out this range where we gapped up. I didn't sweep these on this pullback, whereas ES and NASDAQ did, and then Russell did not either. So we got some relative strength here, but it's just not super clear. Maybe there's something on the smaller time frame. No. So yeah, I'd be looking for, if I'm gonna get short, I could look for that fair value gap. And this is a 1 hour. 1 hour. And then there's one here on, there's not a market structure shift here on NASDAQ. But then if we go to the 15-minute, well, there's also one here. There is one here on YM. 15-minute. And we didn't take out the low here, so that might actually play. Alright. Oops. Where it's not the 15-minute. 1 hour. Alright. Now let's go to the 15-minute, and now we've got obviously a lot more market structure shifts. But I like that this 1 hour is in a premium, and there's no fair value gaps above it. So probably would just trade ES. So yeah, cool. Man, I think I switch these every day, dude. What is going on? All right, and then we do the text color lighter, and then we get rid of the text, and then we turn the trending open white. Okay, save. Just like that for everything. Okay. All right. So yeah, we'd have that true day open up into here. We've swept both sides of it. So interesting that we've kind of distributed above that with SMT. So yeah, we'd probably come back above that and look for some sort of SMT on the smaller time frame. So let's see if we can see something on the smaller time frame. And I mean, yeah, there's something here. We just kind of range down, and then suddenly Russell comes and sweeps these highs, and then gets the leg down underneath the true day open, And then we all get a nice little pop here. But yeah, we got some lows here. So maybe we're going to take these out, retrace back up. We manufacture liquidity right into that 1 hour level on the Dow. I may look for a short on the Dow then. I like that these highs are sharp though. Like, I don't like how these are kind of smooth. But, I mean, it's not too big a deal. And I don't like how it's holding above the true day open. So, I mean, those aren't my normal setup things that I look for. But either way, I like that ES is holding weaker. And yeah, I would expect it to, yeah, maybe we get some SMT here in this internal range and get a short. Or I'm completely wrong and we're gonna get along here, but I don't know. Nothing, oops, I don't know what I just did there. But yeah, nothing is um, super clear to me. We do have this gap. It's not fully filled. Um, it is fully filled on Dow. It's fully filled on everything else. But yeah, we're kind of filling that gap now. Came back up to the true day open. Now we're sort of displacing lower. We've got some, nope. I want to see some sort of SMT with, yes, and there's just nothing. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, if we get some sort of SMT into this level, obviously above the true day open, and then same thing, like maybe Nasdaq takes out the true day open, and but it just barely does it, and that's where we get that SMT, boom, and it holds below it. So that would be good. That'd be quite good. And as for the bearishness of all of the flows, yeah, IWM and ES were the most bearish. So I think I will trade ES. Um, and I'd hope for, actually, yeah, I would actually hope that YM does come higher than ES. So that's like my only trade idea. Um, yeah, I'll have to update it as I go, but that's kind of the only, that's a very tricky one, and it's not too tricky, but it's just seems like not as clear as some of my other trades. So I'm just going to keep that in mind. Excuse me. Seems like that SMT may play out here on the pound and the euro. So that's kind of cool. Maybe my Webull funds have settled and I'll look for a euro long. And then gold and silver, I do think they're still probably going to bounce here. I mean, it already looks like they are. We got a nice little London wick there out of silver. And accumulating at this wick. But now we've got relatively equal lows. So yeah, maybe we're going to come take these out before we go back up. But other than that, it's not my type of trade. Crypto has been really recovering really nicely here. So kind of goofy that Bitcoin is moving up pretty quickly. If this was like the retracement where all coins go crazy and it's a bear market for Bitcoin or something, they should already really get going like really soon, very, very soon, because this is already pretty deep. We're already 50% of the range, so looks like. Um, Other than that, yeah, if we're going to look at QQQ, I feel like the bottom may be in, but you never know. SPX, oh yeah, so yeah, SPX filled in that gap. So with all this liquidity underneath, and and the Dow Jones, I guess it took out this level, but never took out the real low. So I could just see the Dow Jones coming back down, honestly, without everything else. I could see everything else holding, and then they get a pop. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe everything else comes and gets a sweep, and Dow Jones holds, because that would work too, I think. But yeah, it is 6:09. We got news in a little bit, so I'm gonna get ready for this and see if there's something I might be missing. But that is for